Kong 100 press conference and race briefing.
欢迎大家参加2017的 Vibram Hong Kong 100 Vibram 香港100的新闻发布会。
Without further ado, we're going to invite one of the two most important people of the Hong Kong 100 Vibram Hong Kong 100 race, Janet and Steve, up to introduce their race.
好，下面我们邀请整个赛事里面最重要的两位人物 Janet 和 Steve 来台上，让我们做一下开场的致辞。
Thanks, Jerry. Thanks, George. Sheshe. For us to see so many smiling faces from so many places around the world, here in Hong Kong, to enjoy the scenery here and enjoy the race, is humbling. Frankly, it's amazing for us to see such an incredible elite field and such strong runners again amassed from all over the world. We're flattered, we're humbled, and we're proud if you can be both humble and proud at the same time. So thank you very much indeed for coming, for many of you from so far afield, but the locals too, thank you very much indeed for coming to Hong Kong and to the conference and to the race tomorrow. We're incredibly pleased to see you all, and the fact that there are 5,000 people on the waiting list who couldn't get in to take part in the race is something that saddens us. On the one hand, we would love everybody who wants to be able to take part to be able to come and race. But it's also testament to the popularity that the race has gained over the years. And again, that's something that we're extremely grateful for. And we hope that over the weekend you guys see why. So we'll do everything we can to make sure you have a great time, and we hope you do.
Well, I mean, Hong Kong is an international city, so we are very, very pleased to see all of you here. And this year we can have a look at the breakdown of where everybody is from. We've got about 40% from Hong Kong, and then the other are from rest of the world, including from mainland China. So we're very proud to be hosting an event where we can see so many people from everywhere.
And interestingly, it's only written in Chinese and it's not really visible there, but the demographic is 21% of the field is female. I'm doing the math. 79% is male, which is still nowhere near the sort of equality that we would love to see in trail running, but it's still it's much more equal than a lot of the trail races around the world. So hopefully it will continue to become more of a sort of a 50-50 split. But it's interesting, we think anyway, that already the demographic split here is getting closer to equality than in a lot of the trail races. And a point we really wanted to make and emphasize was that the race to us today, standing here in front of you all from so many countries, and with 1,800 people taking part tomorrow, it wasn't always like that. The race had its beginnings in 2011 and was very much back of an envelope. It was Janet and me had a daft idea, alcohol was involved, and decided we would try and put something on and see whether people would like it or not. And we knew that Hong Kong had got the trails, we knew it had the trail running community and the enthusiasm, but we didn't know whether if we put an individual 100k race on, whether people would like it or not. And we're delighted that you do and that it has become popular. But it used to be no electronic timing, no electronic application, so you'd have to send us a letter at home. Janet and I had a big debate where I was trying to convince her that we didn't need a website, that was all a bit new and fangled and a bit difficult. So thankfully Janet managed to persuade me that we did in fact need a website. I think she was probably right on that and many other issues.
But frankly, I mean, our website still to this day, you'll realize that it's still weebly off the back of an envelope, really. So you can see from this picture, our top 10 elites from last year, they are really from all over the world. Where we feel very privileged that we are able to see so many people from everywhere. And Hong Kong 100, I think, is just not really just an event for the super elites. Many of them are sitting here, but we also want everybody to challenge themselves. So we have these, what now is known as the dudes. Like, we have these gold dudes for everybody that can finish within 16 hours. 20 hours will get you a silver dude, and 24 hours will get you a bronze dude. So it is really an event. We think that everybody can be here to challenge themselves over a 100-kilometer course. And Jerry and Rob were saying that we're important people for the event, but actually we don't feel like that. This is really an event built by the local running community here, by Hong Kong, for Hong Kong, and it won't become what it is today without all our volunteers.
Yeah, I think the main reason that the race has become a popular one, it's the trail running community, and how it's started with the Hong Kong trail running community, but now it's more than that. It's almost the Asian trail running community. So there'll be 800 volunteers involved tomorrow, 800 or 900, which for a 100k race is with 1,800 people in it is again unusual in terms of that quotient or proportion. But of the volunteers out there tomorrow, the vast majority, of course, are from Hong Kong, but there are 100 or so from mainland China, there are some from Japan, there are some from Singapore, there are some from Malaysia. So something that the Hong Kong trail running community has built has now been taken on, I think, by the Asian trail running community. And so with so many volunteers out there tomorrow, again, they're there to ensure that you guys have a great time and stay safe, and to just make sure that everything runs like clockwork.
And we also want you to say hello to all the visually impaired athletes that will be cheering you at checkpoint 3 in Hoi Ha, and at checkpoint 4 there are runners from Free to Run who are refugees in Hong Kong who are seeking political asylum.
So I think the main reason that the race has grown, we think it's the volunteers and the Hong Kong trail running community, Asian trail running community, but it's other things as well. It's incredible scenery, and it's not going to be as photogenic tomorrow with cloudy and perhaps slightly rainy weather expected, but it's still incredible scenery for the most densely populated corner of the planet, and then 20 minutes in any direction and you can find scenery like this. And it used to be Hong Kong's best kept secret that from the shopping mall in any direction, 20 minutes and you're in the trails. It's not such a secret anymore, but it's still a wonder that such a busy concrete and glass urban jungle has real jungle so close by.
And so the course, for those that haven't studied the course yet, it basically starts from the eastern side, this red bit, and then it goes round what we call the Cyclone Peninsula, where you will get to see the pretty beaches, and then it winds its way around, and then come over here, and then here you get to, I'm very bad with maths, to more the urban side of Hong Kong, and the last slide where you can see the skyscrapers and some animals, particularly monkeys. You get through the monkey land, and please don't display your bananas or food. They will grab it from you. And then make your way eventually past Tamoshan, our highest mountain, which is 954 meters high, and then get to the finish point.
And I think the kind of third factor in what makes the race special, we hope, and we hope you will find it special tomorrow, it's Hong Kong as a unique city, politically unique, geographically unique, In every way, it's unlike any other city in the world. And what the race does is it takes you very, very close to being back in the city and then away again. So you start out near the ocean and near the beaches, and then you basically, as Janet just showed, traverse across. And here you're quite close to Kowloon, round about kilometres sort of 64 and onwards. But you're above it on a ridgeline, looking down at Kowloon and on a clear day at Hong Kong Island, and it is pretty unique. So hopefully you'll love that tomorrow. But we think that it give people a chance to come to Hong Kong, and they're the travel agents in a heartbeat, because it is such an unusual, unique destination.
And the other little tip about the course is that you can see from this elevation chart that the first 50 Ks are generally less steep, and then it's quite backloaded. So you get all the steeper hills and the climbs after 50 Ks.
But this is supposed to be the race briefing, so we won't get too much into that. We will mention to the elite field, or anybody who's going to have the run of their life tomorrow, the first, I think it's 10 men through and 5 women through the halfway point. We plan to put a transponder, put a small GPS on it. You can either wear it as a watch or attach it to your pack. So look out for it. It'll probably be Janet and me handing those out at halfway. Hopefully nobody objects. Of course, if you do, can't force you to wear one. They don't weigh very much. But yeah, that's something we should mention while we've got you all here. That as you come through the halfway point, the leaders will try and put a GPS on, so that we can track you to the finish.
The watches actually look quite smart if you don't look too closely.